Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we explore the wonders of the natural world and our place within it. I'm your host, David, and I'm delighted to share with you a thought-provoking story that highlights the importance of reconnecting with nature. As we go about our daily lives, it's easy to forget the profound impact that nature has on our well-being and the world around us. But a recent study published in the journal Earth has shed light on a rather alarming trend. People's connection to nature has declined by more than 60% since 1800. This staggering statistic is almost exactly mirrored by the disappearance of nature words such as river, moss, and blossom from books. Professor Miles Richardson, a leading expert in nature connectedness, has used computer modeling to track the loss of nature from people's lives over 220 years. His research reveals that urbanization, the loss of wildlife in neighborhoods, and parents no longer passing on engagement with nature to their children have all contributed to this decline. The study also found that parental nature connectedness is the strongest predictor of whether a child will become close to nature. This extinction of experience has significant implications for our mental health and the environment. As Professor Richardson notes, nature connectedness is now accepted as a key root cause of the environmental crisis. It's essential that we recognize the importance of transforming our relationship with nature to mitigate this decline. So, what can be done to reverse this trend? The study suggests that introducing children to nature at a young age and radically greening urban environments are the most effective interventions. Measures such as forest school nurseries and increasing the availability of biodiverse green spaces in cities can help instill awareness and engagement with nature in young people. However, the scale of societal changes required to re-establish nature connection may seem daunting. The modeling shows that policies to transform early education and urban areas need to be in place over the next 25 years to reverse the decline. But if done, increases in nature connectedness would become self-sustaining. As we reflect on this story, let's take a moment to appreciate the natural world around us. Take a deep breath, listen to the sounds of nature, and feel the connection that exists between us and the environment. It's a connection that's essential for our well-being and the health of the planet. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David, and we're delighted to have you join us again as we explore the fascinating world of human innovation and its impact on our environment. Today, we're going to talk about a massive infrastructure project that's been in the making for decades, the Strait of Messina Bridge, which aims to connect the Italian mainland with the island of Sicily. As we delve into this story, let's set the scene. The Strait of Messina is a narrow waterway that separates Sicily from the rest of Italy. It's a region prone to seismic activity, strong winds, and corrosion due to the salty air. Despite these challenges, the Italian government has given the green light to build a €13.5 billion bridge that will span over 2 miles, with 3 lanes in each direction for vehicular traffic and train tracks. Now, you might be wondering, how feasible is it to build such a massive structure in an area known for its earthquakes? According to Lamia Amley, a structural engineering researcher at Toronto Metropolitan University, there are precedents for successful bridges in earthquake-prone countries like Japan and Turkey. She points out that with careful design and construction, the risks can be managed. But what about the environmental impact? The European Union has made it mandatory for major developments to undergo an environmental impact assessment. WeBuild, one of the companies behind the construction, claims that the latest report includes more protections for surrounding rivers and plans for reforestation. However, there's still resistance from locals who argue that the funding should go towards existing infrastructure projects that need attention. As we consider the potential benefits and drawbacks of this project, it's essential to remember that human innovation can have a profound impact on our environment. If completed, the Strait of Messina Bridge could bring prosperity to southern Italy, creating jobs and stimulating economic growth. On the other hand, there are concerns about the bridge's durability, maintenance, and potential effects on local ecosystems. As we ponder these questions, let's take a moment to appreciate the intricate balance between human progress and environmental stewardship. It's a delicate dance that requires careful consideration and responsible decision-making. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I hope you've enjoyed our journey through the great outdoors today, exploring the sights, sounds, and wonders of the natural world. As we wrap up this episode, I want to take a moment to shift gears and talk about something a bit different. You know, as much as we love getting out into nature, we also live in a world that's increasingly connected through technology and business. I recently came across some interesting transcripts from earnings calls for various companies, including Research Frontiers Incorporated, Serve Robotics Inc., and others. It's fascinating to see how these companies are working to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible in their respective fields. From smart glass technologies to robotics and beyond, there are so many exciting developments on the horizon. As I was reading through these transcripts, I couldn't help but notice the cautionary language that's often used when discussing future plans and projections. Phrases like forward-looking statements and actual results may differ materially are a reminder that even with the best intentions and planning, there are always uncertainties and risks involved in pursuing new ideas and technologies. Despite these challenges, it's inspiring to see companies and individuals working together to bring new ideas to life and make a positive impact on the world. Whether it's through sustainable practices, innovative materials, or cutting-edge robotics, there are so many ways that technology and business can intersect with the natural world in meaningful ways. As we close out this episode of Nature Walk, I want to encourage you to think about how you can apply some of the principles of innovation and experimentation to your own life and pursuits. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a scientist, or simply someone who loves spending time outdoors, there are always opportunities to learn, grow, and explore. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep exploring your natural world.